So welcome back for the next module of theory of machine 2, unit number 3, that is gear train. Now last class we have seen the numericals on epicyclic gear train. One numerical we have solved by using tabular method and algebraic method. Now in this class we have to see compound epicyclic gear train. It is also known as sun and planet gear train. Here if you see the figure carefully, so there is a gear a big gear. In that, another gear B is there and another gear C is there. Then C is meshing with gear D and there is a arm H. S1 and S2 are the centers of the gears C and D. Arm H, you can say annulus gear A, compound or planetary gears BC, and sun gear is D. A compound gear, that is compound epicyclic gear train, is shown in figure. Now it consists of two coaxial shafts S1 and S2. There is annulus gear A which is fixed. Now here annulus gear A is fixed and compound gear BC is seen and the sun gear D and arm H is there. Here annulus gear A is meshes with gear B. A is meshing with gear B and the sun gear D and the sun gear D. And the sun gear D meshes with gear C. So here this gear D is meshing with gear C. Now it may be noted that when annulus gear is fixed, the sun gear D provides the drive, and when the sun gear is fixed, the annulus gear provides the drive. In both the cases, arm act as a follower. Okay. Now let us say TA, TB, TC, and TD, number of teeth of respective gears. NA, NB, NC, and ND, that is speed of the gear A, B, C, and D respectively. Now, when arm is fixed, the sun gear D is rotated, you can say anticlockwise. Then compound gear BC and annulus gear A will rotate in clockwise direction. See here. If sun gear D is rotated anticlockwise, D is meshing with C, so C rotate clockwise. If C and B are compound gears, so B again rotate clockwise, and B is meshing is annulus with A, so A is also rotated clockwise. Now this we have to write down in table format, that is tabular method. So first column is step number, second one is conditions of motion, third one is revolutions of element. Now here let us say arm is fixed, so arm H, then sun gear, for gear D we are giving the power, gear D is meshing with C, so compound gear, that is BC, and then BC is meshing with, that is gear A, B is meshing with A, so last is gear A. So how many elements? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So as our usual method, arm is fixed, gear D rotates through plus 1 revolution anticlockwise. So arm is fixed means revolution is 0, gear D, that is plus 1. For BC it is minus TD by TC, and for gear A it is minus TD by TC into TB by TA. Correct? We have to find out speed of A. Then arm fixed, gear D rotates through plus X revolution. So again multiply X. So X into 0, 0, X into 1 plus X into minus TD by TC minus X TD by TC, X into minus TD by TC into TB by TA. So minus X TD by TC into TB by TA. Correct? Now add Y revolution to all element plus Y plus Y plus Y plus Y. So total motion Y plus 0 Y, X plus Y, Y minus X TD by TC, Y minus X TD by TC into TB by T. Here note that, write down this note. If the annulus gear A is rotated through one revolution anticlockwise with the arm fixed, then the compound gear rotates through TA by TB revolution in the same sense. and the sun gear D rotates through TA by TB into TC by TD revolution in clockwise direction. Okay. Now, so numericals are there. So we will solve more numericals so that it will have the practice and you can understand better. So write down this numerical. So it is mentioned an epicyclic gear consists of three gears A, B and C as shown in figure. So figure is shown here. Here it is a figure. Gear A analogous gear, gear B and gear C, and here center EF. Correct. This figure you have to draw it in your notebook. Draw first gear A. This is gear B. This is gear C. Then E and F centers drawn, or you can give the name RBF like this. Okay. The gear A has 72 internal teeth and gear C has 32 external teeth. So number of teeth on gear A is given 72, number of teeth on gear C is given 32. The gear B meshes with both A and C. Gear B is meshing with both A and C. So gear B is meshing with C as well as A, correct? And it's carried on an arm EF. So arm is there EF which rotates about the center of A at 18 rpm. So speed of the arm EF is given 18 rpm. If the gear A is fixed, so condition is given if the gear A is fixed, determine the speed of gear B and C. So okay, after reading the problem, we have to write down given quantity. So we have written the given quantity. Then figure is with us. So our first step is to draw the table. So first column step number, second one is conditions of motion, third column is revolution of elements. Now revolution of elements. So carefully we have to write down. So let us say arm EF. So we are assuming it is a fix. So arm EF first. Then power is given to let us say gear C. So gear C. Gear C is meshing with gear B. Correct. So gear C. Then after that gear C, gear B, and after gear B it is gear A. Understood? So okay, first step, arm is fixed, gear C rotates through plus 1 revolution anti-clockwise. So arm fixed means 0, gear C plus 1, gear B minus, now C and B, so it is minus TC by TB. Now gear A, so again TC by TB into TB by TA, correct? TC by TB and into TB by TA, so it is minus TC by TB into TB by TA. So we will get TB get cancelled minus TC by TA. Please understand this. This first row is very important. If your first row is correct, then your all rows are correct and you will get full marks. Second step, arm again fixed, gear C rotates, let us say through plus X revolution. So X into 0, 0, X into 1 plus X, X into minus TC by TB minus X TC by TB, and X into minus TC by TA minus X TC by TB. Add Y revolution to all elements. So Y, Y, Y and Y. The total motion Y plus 0. So Y plus X, X plus Y minus X TC by TB, Y minus X TC by TB. Now speed of arm is 18 rpm, it is mentioned. So Y equal to how much? 18 rpm. It is positive. It is mentioned gear A is fixed. So what is the speed of gear A? From this table, gear A like this. Now Y minus X TC by TA. So y minus x TC by TA, now it is fixed, mean that means equal to 0. Putting the value y, TC and TA, you will get x equal to 40.5. Now what is asked? It is asked gear, speed of gear B and C. So first we will find out C. So speed of C, that is x plus y, correct? So x plus y equal to, so x plus y, that is x 40.5 plus y 18. So we will get speed of gear C 58.5 rpm in the direction of arm. Okay. Now that is positive. Speed of gear B. So speed of gear B. So speed of gear B. So we are having this y minus x TC by TB. But here we don't know here TB. TC we know and TA we know, but we don't know TC. First calculate TC. So how to calculate? By geometry. Here by geometry. So pitch, circle diameter and number of teeth relation you know. So by geometry, write down the geometrical relation of the diameters of these circles. So you write down. Can you write down? Write down it properly. Okay, I will show you what is the relation. So this is the relation. dB plus dc by 2 is equal to dA by 2. Okay, dB plus dc by 2 is equal to dA by 2. So again rearranging. So twice dB plus dc is equal to dA. Okay. Since the number of teeth are proportional to their pitch circle diameter, so it becomes twice TB plus TC equal to TA. Now we know TC, we know TA. Just put the value, we will get TB. So TB is 20. So now speed of gear B from table y minus x TC by TB. TC we know and TB already we have calculated here. So if you put, we will get minus 46.8 rpm, that is clockwise direction opposite to direction of r. So this way we have to solve the problem. Understood students? Very interesting problem. So there are chances such type of problem will come in the exam. So next problem we will see in the next class.